It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Lehman with a couple of new movies available now on KCTV's VOD service.
So, while watching a movie on VOD doesn't give you quite the same level of thrills as, say, going to the theater, there are some definite benefits. For example, taking a family of 4 or 5 to a movie these days costs as much as several months of a streaming subscription. Add to that the fact that you can pause for bathroom breaks, add as much butter as you want to your popcorn, and not have to fight for parking, there's really no reason not to stay at home. Finally, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs & Shaw is already on KCTV's VOD service. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Lehman. The first few movies in the Furious franchise focused on actual cars and street racing. There were stunts, of course, but it wasn't until a few films in that things really started to get wild. With Hobbs & Shaw, the franchise has taken 2 leads known for their action work and stuck them together to see what happens. And what does? Action. And lots of it. It's been ever since 2015's Furious 7 that Luke Hobbs, a loyal member of America's diplomatic security service, and Deckard Shaw, a former British military elite operative, have been trading blows. But now, when a cyber and genetically enhanced baddie named Brixton gets a hold of a bioweapon that could alter humanity forever, the unlikely duo are forced to team up. But really, they're not an unlikely duo. They're both super tough, run their mouths, and like hitting people. The whole premise is really to just take 2 likable characters and see what kinds of shenanigans they get into together. And it works, for the most part. The action scenes are great, completely over the top, but the rest of the movie doesn't quite hit the same highs as the other installments. But still, if you've seen the others, there's really no reason to miss out on this one.
We're going for a ride! Woo! Name.
William Morrison.
The premise of Dead in a Week is pretty great, in my opinion. When a depressed young man with nothing to live for keeps failing at his own suicide, he decides to outsource it to a professional assassin who guarantees his death within a week. But before the week is up, he finds something to live for. It's an interesting look at life and death and offers some thought-provoking moments. Black comedy is something British movies do especially well, although here the matter isn't dealt with as much flair and panache as some others have done, and so while there are some eminently likable moments, as a whole, Dead in a Week just doesn't gel as much as one would hope. Still though, it's fun, and definitely worth a lazy weekend watch.
Whoa, careful!
Oh, that is it.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous.